Hey kids, it's time for wiggle time. I've been thinking about joy, real happiness. And I was thinking about a game that I used to play with my kids that I bet your parents and your grandparents play with you. Let's see if you remember. Peekaboo! 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 I remember that when I would play peekaboo with my kids, they would just laugh and smile and thought that that was the greatest thing. Maybe you remember that too with your parents and grandparents. I used to love playing peekaboo with them because they would just look so happy every time I went peekaboo. Doesn't that make you smile? Doesn't that make you laugh? Doesn't that bring you joy? It gave me great joy to play peekaboo, and I saw the joy that was on their face when I would play peekaboo with them. Well, it got me to thinking about real happiness and joy, and how the disciples, after Jesus's death and resurrection, there were some disciples that were walking by themselves, and they were wondering if they would ever see Jesus again, if they would ever have the joy that they had when they were with him. And while they were walking, this person came up to them. At first, they didn't really recognize who it was until they sat down and had a meal with him, and they realized it was Jesus. And they were filled with great joy and happiness. And they went to tell all the other disciples that Jesus was still alive and that they could have joy too, and they could have happiness again. Jesus wasn't dead, wasn't gone. He was alive again. And that's the way it is now. That when we're down, when we're sad, Jesus comes to us and helps us, fills us with joy, happiness, hope. And I know you might be feeling a little sad because you're not at school with your friends, or you can't go see some other of your family members because of the virus that's happening all over the world. But Jesus is with us throughout this whole thing, and we can count on him. And when we're sad and we're down, he can still fill us with joy. I'm sure that you still have had some joy even though you've been home, right? You've been with your parents or your grandparents. You played games, um, watched TV together, sang songs, did crafts. So there's still a lot of joy all around us, even though we're living life a little differently now. But remember that Jesus is with us and can bring us joy no matter what. No matter if we're have to stay home, and he'll bring us joy again when we get to go outside and go back to school, and your parents get to go back to work, and you get to see your friends and your other family members. We'll experience joy there too. So I just wanted you to realize that Jesus is there for us and can fill us with joy wherever we are. So anytime you get sad, just remember that, and remember, peekaboo. All right. I love you guys. Hope to see you soon. Take care.